They're gonna kill the love of my life.
Casey!
If I don't go back to what I was doing.
On February 24th.
Our line of work is quite brutal and quite ruthless.
How far would you go for love?
You steal truck, bring it to me. Then you make your money.
Is it dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous!
Nicholas Hoult, Felicity Jones, with Ben Kingsley and Anthony Hopkins.
All this trouble, all this pain, for love.
Collide. In theaters February 24th. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.
77 WABC.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows.
Classic.
Turkey and
well, whether it's Nat King Cole or Mel Torme, it doesn't matter. It's the sound of Christmas here on the Bernie and Sid Show, our last show, till January 3rd, 2017, here on legendary 77 WABC, and doesn't get much more beautiful and classic than this. Now, does it?
No, not at all. Love me some Nat King Cole, baby.
You look nice today. You got the jeans, the white button-down shirt, the boots, the Justin. Look at you. You look like $1 million. You look like you're going on vacation or something.
Easy. You want to go work out with me after?
Only in Chelsea. Only we could take a steam afterwards.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Danielle told me yesterday, she said, listening to the show, she's like, you can tell by listening. You guys are fun anyway. She goes, but you can tell by listening you guys are about to go on vacation.
Right.
You're having too much fun.
I think everybody is in that type of festive mood, happy mood.
No? Not her. She's got to work right through the lawyer. So.
Even next week?
She gets Monday off. That's it.
Oh, that sucks.
That does suck.
That sucks for a lot of people.
Yes.
That have that.
Just not everybody gets like 2 weeks off.
It's still a 3-day weekend.
Yes, it is. Both weekends.
To.
Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
We've got a 13-day weekend coming up.
So what are you going to do? You're gonna stay home, or are you going to go on vacation without the?
No, I would never go. No. We're going to go to Florida next month. Go see Nana. So we'll stay home. We got a lot going on the next couple of weeks. We got shows to go to. The big Christmas Eve party at my sister Ray Sherry's house coming up on Saturday night. Christmas on Sunday. We got a lot to do.
You know, remember yesterday we had Joan Hamburg in studio, and she said, "Listen, come to Manhattan and just walk around." Go to different places and enjoy it. And
that's what we're going to do.
Last night I taped O'Reilly. I left the Fox building at 48th and 6th, and I walked over to the Christmas tree.
Nice.
The whole promenade.
Yeah.
It's at Rockefeller Center, up Fifth Avenue, past Trump Tower, and down Fifth. And the Saks Fifth Avenue display this year.
Gorgeous.
They have the whole building is lit up like 10 stories high, and they play music. Along with the light show, it complements the light show, and it's fantastic.
Yes.
So that's what people. New York City, right here. You don't have to go anywhere.
No, this is it. This is the best place in the world. I always laugh when people go to like a warm weather destination. Oh, I'm going to Boca. I'm going to the beaches. Well, this is the greatest place to be in the world these 2 weeks.
Do that in February.
Right.
Now is this is it. This is where people. And but New York City has broken all kinds of tourist records.
Yeah, we're doing great
this year because it is. Well, I hate to sound. I don't know,
obnoxious?
It's a cool place.
It's not gay. You're obnoxious. You're very provincial. You're the arrogant New Yorker.
I am not provincial whatsoever.
No. Not at all.
I've been to Connecticut.
Yes, you have. Yes. And Westchester, is that still part of New York? Or?
Westchester, of course.
Yes.
Of course. I lived in Yonkers.
Right there.
For a long time there, read it, huh? You up in Yonkers?
Well, today, very emotional for me because I often do this. I harken back to where I was a week ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. And a year ago today was the day before, December 21st, 2015, was the day before our second tryout show together. That was December 22nd and December 23rd, 2015. They both went very well. They offered us one more tryout show together in early January of 2016, and then we got the job and started January 27th, 2016. So literally a year ago today, Bernard, I was in my sister's house prepping for our second tryout show together coming up a year ago tomorrow.
And
how about that?
You haven't prepped for a show since?
Not since. No. Not great?
It's been a great year for us. Yes, it's quite the anniversary right now.
Yes.
For you and I. And I don't know, maybe we should go to that steam room.
Maybe.
Look, it's been great for us. It's been a good year.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of stories this year. We should sort of recap the year.
We will do that today.
First,
before you get to that,
do you have a list of stuff?
I got a whole
you
list
have it
of
too,
stuff.
right in front of you.
I've got it.
Really?
But before you start doing that, you mentioned the fact you were on, as you are each and every Tuesday, and you and Gutfeld do a great job. Specifically you. He's
List
okay.
of people who died. That's all I have.
No, that's all we've got here. We don't have the stories.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But you did O'Reilly again last night.
Yes,
and it was great. It was great.
Well, thank you.
And you shared a little off-the-air conversation.
Well, first,
okay.
I did share some off-the-air.
Which made me laugh.
Off-air conversation with Mr. O'Reilly, which I shall share. But first, let's do this. Before I tell you about that, let's play Cut 2. We talked about the MTV. Everybody's talking about this now, and we played it yesterday here because we're on the cutting edge like that.
We all like that. Yeah.
Those mutts on MTV decided to run resolutions for white guys, and they had a bunch of I guess millennials sort of lecturing white, but they might as well have said resolution for white boys. Right. It was pretty condescending, but who cares? I haven't been triggered by it or anything, but anyway, you have the various girls, Latinas, a black guy, a couple of black guys, and a couple of white guys.
Yeah,
a couple of nerdy white guys on this thing where they pretty much they give you this stupid advice. Take a listen to that and my reaction.
The heart of liberalism now in America, the heart of it is race. Everything's about race.
Right.
And how the white privileged people are the devil.
Yep.
And here we go. This is another example of that.
These spoiled, smug, ignorant punks, dweeb-splaining their shaming of white people, essentially, is what they're doing. And by the way, just using these white know-it-alls with the muscle tone of the Geico lizard doesn't make it any less racist, by the way. And like Greg said, they're stuck on stupid. This thinly veiled cop hatred, white hatred, America hatred is all what contributed to Trump's victory here in 2016.
Yeah.
I have a couple of resolutions for these mutts. Listen, I would say this. Stop sucking on your thumb, take the chip off your shoulder, and learn a trade. Learn a trade, because that degree you have in Afro-Polish gender studies or whatever the hell it is will make you one hell of a not so well-educated Uber driver, and that's about it. So you better learn how to fix
and a lot of debt on top of it for all the college loans you took out.
I mean, you're going to be stuck in your mommy's basement forever. So anyway, that was yesterday on O'Reilly, and we tried to book O'Reilly because you and I have a big show. Next year, we're going to start at 9 o'clock.
That's right. When we all come back on January 3rd, 2 weeks from yesterday, we all come back. Imus comes back. You and I come back. And the new schedule begins, which has Imus going 6 to 9, and you and I get the extra hour because we're great, and we go 9 to 12.
That's exactly
That's why we got it, because we're great. That's it.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
You're great.
We are great.
So listen, we're pretty good, and we're going to do 9 to 12 here on WABC, and we're trying to book some big guests. We may have Donald Trump that morning.
We may.
We're working on that.
Hope Hicks is at least considering it. That's good.
He's considering it. We're close to nailing that down, and we had asked Bill O'Reilly, and he told me last night that he can't make it that day.
No.
Understandably, but he'll be on shortly thereafter. And he said, but listen, don't worry about it. I'll be on. I don't want to make Sid mad.
That's awesome.
I don't want to make Sid mad.
That was his exact quote. I don't want to make Sid mad.
That's a verbatim.
Because you see what happens. When I get pissed off, it's not good for people.
That's right.
I almost cost Donald Trump the election.
You almost did. It was close. In fact, he lost the popular vote because of you.
Because of me. Right.
Because you got angry.
Yeah, you're better off being on my good side. The last thing you want on this 50,000 watt station is for me to come on every morning and beat the living daylights out of you.
Yes.
Which I don't mind doing.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants
that. Not even big bad Bill O'Reilly, who, by the way,
not even O'Reilly.
Fox News is the number one basic cable show for 2016. The number one.
Number one basic cable, period, Fox News. And the Bill O'Reilly, the O'Reilly Factor is the number one cable news, the number one show on Fox. So that's quite a feather in his cap. And so anyway, we were talking yesterday about down in Boca Raton, and this a free expression area in a park in Boca Raton. Every year they put up a menorah. They put up a nativity scene. I know it well. I lived in Boca for 12 years.
This year, some idiot put up, some school teacher actually put up a pentagram, which is a Satan symbol, a Satanist symbol. And we were talking about it yesterday on O'Reilly. Take a listen.
Waters goes down to Boca Raton, Florida, where there is a creche and a menorah in the public square. And then some dweeb, to use your... puts a pentagram and up with the devil in there. So last night, vandals came in and with a truck and destroyed the pentagram.
And Waters is denying all responsibility.
It wasn't Waters.
But I'll tell you what, this was truly shocking. It's shocking, actually. I had no idea that they were Christians in Boca. I had absolutely no clue.
And,
it's funny.
I remain shocked. My jaw is still agape right now.
No, it's a lot of Italians and Jews.
Really?
It's basically, I say this all the time, and again, I lived the last 18 years of my existence, 13 of those years in Boca Raton. Boca Raton is basically Long Island on steroids. That's it. So you're Jewish or you're Italian, you lived on the island, now you move to Boca.
You know, I can appreciate that. As a Long Islander, my Italian brothers and my Jewish brothers living out there in Long Beach, as I do. As I once pointed out, when I lived in my co-op, the directory sort of read like Schindler's List. And so I feel
Schindler's List.
Well, you know what I'm saying. There was a lot of mezuzahs on the doors.
Mezuzahs, yes.
You know?
That brings up the...
and a great neighborhood, by the way.
Of course.
And I love living among the Jews because, they take care of their hoods, is what I'm saying.
That brings up the old
and
joke.
Not beating you over the head trying to take your money or anything like that.
No one's going to beat you up. The old joke about the old guy sitting on the park bench, been around so long, he's been on Schindler's List and Craigslist.
Hey, listen, we're going to go over the big stories of the year and who died this year. First of all, just real quick in Berlin, the terrorist that they're looking for, they've identified him, and sure enough, he is one of the refugees that idiot Angela Merkel let in with that wave of refugees, about 1 million of them.
He was actually arrested in August. They let him go.
He's one of them, a Tunisian guy.
Well, don't forget, the guy that drove the truck in Paris this summer, in Nice, was also Tunisian.
And also came in with the wave of refugees.
But this
from
guy
North
they arrested this guy back in August, and they let him go.
Isn't that sick? That shows you their mentality. And also the dude that they busted, the wrong guy.
Yeah.
He was a Pakistani refugee. He was also there illegally. They didn't even let him in.
Right.
And yet they just let him go. They busted him wrongly for this crime.
But he'll do something bad now anyway. Just keep the guy.
Just throw him the hell out.
Keep him before he's going to kill somebody at some point.
Throw him out.
I agree.
By the way, you know what today is also? Besides our last day before vacation.
Give us a hint. Don't tell us.
It has to do with lightness.
Lightness?
Mm-hmm.
Like skinny, not fat?
No.
No.
The shortest day of the year.
Yes, so starting tomorrow, the days get longer.
Today's the first day of winter, officially.
Yes, so starting tomorrow, it becomes closer to
summer. The way to look at it is, yes, the days become longer and longer.
Yes.
Something you're probably not familiar with.
My penis?
1-800-848-9222. Bernie and Sid, we're back after this.
There could be an explosion at any time. Get in. Get Truth. 77 WABC.
Hi, I'm Navy Lieutenant Daniel Howard from Levittown, New York. I'm currently serving aboard the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz, operating in the Pacific Ocean. I want to wish my family and everyone back on Long Island a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope to see you all very soon. Go Navy.
Very sweet.
That was nice.
Yes, it is. Levittown, New York, a Navy guy.
Yep.
And a shout out to all our servicemen out
Absolutely.
there that are listening and sacrificing. Let's go straight to...
I actually got thrown out of a club in Levittown once.
Spit.
Really? Yeah, Uncle Sam Spit. Yeah.
Well, the shocker is that they let you into the club to begin with. Steve from Juno Beach, Florida. You're on with Bernie and Sid. Good morning, Steve.
Bernie, Sid, happy holidays.
You too, Steve.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And we have a lot to be thankful for. I've been with you boys since, the start. And not to kiss your butts or anything, but we've had a great year,
Yes.
Great ratings. We're thankful for all the guests that you've had. We're thankful for the coverage of the election. It's been a great show, and I'm serious. I've been at talk radio. I'm Alan Burke days. Sid, you remember the Neil Young,
Neil Rogers actually replaced Neil Rogers when he died. He was great. Great. Yep.
The Lee Fowlers, the Jack Coles. I go back and talk radio for a while, and it's been a long time since we had a show like yours that brings all that together. Humor, politics. You guys want to kill each other half the time, which is great.
That's not true. We did. But look, go ahead.
Thankful for Danielle's accomplishments. And,
Thank you.
That's huge. It's huge. Really, I'm serious.
Thank you.
Hey, God knows you might be representing me one day. You never know.
Hey, Steve, listen. Thank you.
But was in Bernie, all your success. But Flirty is the greatest. I think you guys know that.
Yeah.
All the rags you give her.
Keep sucking up.
I'm just telling you.
Right.
You need when you have substitutes, you need to have her in there.
There
you go, Steve. Thank you very much.
Hey, Steve, thank you. And listen, thank you to our listeners out there also for helping make us a success. And we were all over the election like nobody else. This season, this 2016, it provided us with a lot of spirited conversation. Plus, we had some great guests, as he pointed out, some of the funniest comedians out there. And so it was a good year, 2016. Thank you, Steve from Juno Beach. Bernie and Sid, we have the top stories of 2016 coming up. 1-800-848-9222. Like to hear what you think were the top stories and who you missed the most. And if you're glad somebody died in 2016, wouldn't mind hearing about that either after Deb with the news.
From the NJDiet.com studios, 77 WABC, New York News.
I've always found that I collect. I'm a collector. And I've always just seemed to collect personalities, ideas.
I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses.
What democracy means is that on controversial issues, we debate with each other and persuade each other and vote on it.
'Cause you belong to the city. You belong to the night. Don't have to be beautiful to tell me all.
Ronald and Nancy Reagan were defined by their love for each other.
Just know that things in this life happen for a reason.
Remember that when we fire you.
I want to make one prediction. I'm not calling around. I predict that when I meet Joe Frazier, this will be like a good amateur fighting a real professional.
I've seen war. I've seen what it does to the victims. And the victims usually are children, innocent children. So I'm against war. We must stop evil before it becomes too powerful.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
And here's the golfer who is the master today, Arnold Palmer.
Today, the greatest choice before the Middle East, to be a Middle East of independent political states.
I am trying to do my duty under the Independent Counsel statute and under the law.
Gwen was a friend of ours. She not only informed today's citizens, but she also inspired tomorrow's journalists.
That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
Are you a communist, Peter? Well, wait for the history. The history will say what we are.
May the Weewits be with you, Thomas. Good Lord, ride all the way. Godspeed, John Glenn.
In an exciting supporting role is gorgeous Zsa Zsa Gabor.
In memoriam, the people that we lost, some of the recognizable names that we lost in 2016, the voices and the list you heard there included in this order: David Bowie, Alan Rickman, of course, so good in Die Hard, Justice Scalia, Glenn Frey from the Eagles, Prince, Nancy Reagan, Gary Shandling, the greatest, Muhammad Ali, Elie Wiesel, Gene Wilder, Arnold Palmer, Shimon Peres, Janet Reno, Leonard Cohen, Barack Obama talking about Gwen Ifill, Florence Henderson, Fidel Castro, John Glenn, and Zsa Zsa Gabor. Some of the folks, the recognizable names that we lost this last year. It's kind of sad, no?
What about Harambe?
The gorilla?
Yeah.
We got shot.
Well, he died.
I couldn't get the audio.
But he was about to eat an 8-year-old boy in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything, he really didn't do anything wrong.
He really didn't. The kid jumped into his cage.
I know, but he should have been on that.
You know what, you're right. How come
should have been some audio piece with
very good point. Why isn't Harambe on the list?
I searched for Harambe audio. I couldn't find it.
How about Harry Heimlich?
Henry Heimlich.
That guy.
Right. Harry Hamlin is married to Lisa Rinna. But yes, Henry Heimlich.
He's not dead, though.
No, he's not.
But
the Heimlich maneuver.
Did he
did
choke?
die.
Did he choke?
See what he did?
Bernie's not
No,
laughing.
this is a very incomplete list. And
who else is missing?
Well, there's probably millions and millions of other people that died. That if you check the obituaries in today's New York Post, for example, Shmuley Rosenzweig from Sheepshead Bay. Is he less important than Glenn Frey?
Yes.
Oh, he is.
We're talking about famous people, celebrities.
Oh, okay.
And it is incomplete because we still have another almost a week and a half.
Somebody could die.
I didn't know
somebody will die.
I didn't know how to get the audio of Hillary's career on there.
See what you did?
Ah, very good. Yeah. How about the death of the media?
True.
The death of CNN, the death of Bolshevik Bill de Blasio's national political aspirations.
Well, hopefully.
Stuff like that. But anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody else will die in the next week.
And to lump in, I guess, Fidel Castro, put him in with...
right after Florence Henderson.
Yeah, I mean...
She went from the Brady Bunch to Bay of Pigs.
You go from somebody you feel sad about to somebody you want to, you want to line dance.
Got to keep it real.
Is he the only person, I guess, on this list that we're happy died? I guess, right?
Let's see. Let me look at the list.
Gary Shandling?
No, we didn't want him to die.
Oh, okay, we like him. Okay, yeah.
Janet Reno, we didn't want her to die, but I'll tell you what.
No,
let me just say this.
Yeah.
She died the day before the election. Imagine in this particular election.
You'll never forget that.
The excitement and just wondering what's going to happen on election day, and then boom,
dead.
You check out on election eve. That's like watching Dancing with the Stars right up until you're a big fan.
It's exactly like that.
Something like that.
C.S. Lewis died November 22nd, 1963. What else happened that day?
C.S. Lewis.
JFK got killed. Nobody knows who C.F. Lewis is.
Yeah, and Aldous Huxley. They're both authors.
Wait.
Who remembers them?
People know who C.S. Lewis is.
Nobody
does. They don't.
Of course they do.
No, they don't.
What book did he write, Bernie?
He wrote, let's see, he was a fictional writer.
Just stop.
Chronicles of Narnia.
That's right.
Nobody knows who he is.
Never read.
Yes.
9 out of 10 people in the audience have no idea who you're talking about.
None.
Trust me.
Well, they should.
They should. That's a different argument.
I mean, I think we have a large variety of listeners out there.
We happen to have in all seriousness, working at WFAN for many years, this is a much brighter audience than most.
Do you read books?
But C.S. Lewis, no.
You don't read books?
Every now and then.
You could say no.
Every now and then.
You didn't sleep through the movie on a plane somewhere in the last 2 years? Come on.
No, because I mean, once in a while I'll go on to my, I've got the Kindle on my iPad, and I'll read like 2 or 3 chapters, and inevitably I get bored and move on.
Cliff Notes are better.
Well, that's what I did in school. Monarch Notes, Cliff Notes, yeah.
Can you drive a stick shift in a car?
No, I cannot.
Do you feel bad about that?
No. Does that make you less of a man?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong.
I think it's more important that she knows how to drive the stick shift.
I've never driven a stick.
Oh, no,
I see what you did there. John, let's go to John from New Jersey. John, you're on with Bernie and Sid on WABC. Good morning, John.
Oh, good morning, guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
You too.
Thank you. I, for one, I'm very, very happy that Castro died. My dad was born and raised in Havana, Cuba, and we know the real deal, what's going down over there. The people over there are suffering greatly. And for our President Obama, who just worries about, or just cares about his legacy, doesn't give a damn about the Cuban people, for him to drop the sanctions and not get anything in return, any concessions, and it's just proof of that. It's just outrageous. And for the media,
and for him to do the wave with them and all these idiots in the media, yes, lamenting and commemorating his life like it was something great. Listen, the guy was this hemisphere's Hitler, not quite on the same scale. There's no doubt about that, but it was pretty disgraceful and disgusting. So we're happy that Castro's dead. We just want Raul to die now as well, so that we can let Cuba join the 21st century, and we can go down there and have someplace to vacation. You know who did not die, Sid, over the
Who's
this
that?
past year?
Was he close to dying?
Yeah, you would think. He smoked for a long time.
All right.
A very famous actor.
Kirk Douglas.
No, no. We don't want him to die.
No.
We like.
Oh, we want this person to die?
100 years old. We don't want him to die, but he's a nasty rat bastard.
Nasty rat bastard.
But he was a funny guy.
Funny guy. He was a comedic actor or like a stand-up?
Ladies!
Oh, Jerry Lewis.
Yes.
Well, come on. He had that telethon was a big deal.
Right.
He saved you a lot of money for muscular dystrophy.
But he's a notorious P-R-I-C-K.
He's a dick. Everybody says it. Everybody says it.
He's a notorious, the P word that rhymes with dick. How about that? As I try to keep it clean. Yeah. Anyway, he gave an interview, did Jerry Lewis, and it was very, very awkward. Listen to this first piece.
Have you ever thought about retiring?
Why?
Was there never a moment that you thought it might be time to retire, or you would want?
Why?
You come from a generation a little older, and I think of Bob Hope, George Burns, Sinatra, people you knew, many of whom didn't want to or never retired either.
Oh, he's doing his interview, Gunzelman.
Do you see similarities with them?
That's awful.
You see similarities with them? No.
Why?
No. So he was
kind of like Bernie Sanders a little bit.
He was
I like him after this interview.
Totally,
No,
just did not want to be there whatsoever. But it was awkward, but funny at the same time.
Well, because when you're really nasty, sometimes it's funny. But I feel bad for the kid.
Right.
He's trying to do the interview. The guy's being a jerk.
It was the Hollywood Reporter, and anyway, he had no respect whatsoever for this journalist. Take a listen.
What's different about performing now for you than say 20 years ago? How is it different for you?
It isn't.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Have you made do you have to make any concessions to being, older in your performing, or how do you keep the material fresh for yourself?
By working at it.
You've had a number of health issues over the last few years, as many people your age do.
Anyone that's 90 does.
Anyone that's 90 does. Continuing to work, does that actually help you get healthier?
I don't blame Jerry Lewis.
Exactly.
This
kid's a moron.
Do you think that actually helps you get healthier?
No.
Do you think it hurts? Like, do you think?
Oh. No.
Is it easier?
He sounds like such a snowflake.
No, just as hard.
Just as hard.
It's going to get even.
How about you take some time each day to write, or how do you do it in a dictaphone? How do you do?
If I tell you, you'll be doing it.
This kid's awful. Seriously, this is bad.
There you go. The laugh was the
kid's
was the punchline there, but we just did it.
Play it again.
We were talking over it. That's what I was trying to warn you guys to.
The laugh? I heard it. It was fine. It wasn't Gilbert Gottfried.
But Jill didn't. The audience didn't. But it's all right though. It was the guy. He would. So anyway, Jerry Lewis is still alive and kicking.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I can't even blame Jerry Lewis. I know he's got a bad reputation, but the kid was awful. I mean, come on. That's not an interview. That's a joke.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean you have to be a blank.
Yes,
well, I don't know.
The kid was just asking questions. He wasn't listening.
Stupid. Yeah.
I don't know.
The first time I told this to Gunzelman. True story. First time I ever filled in for Mike and the Mad Dog at the Fan. I did a show with Iron Eagle, filling in for Mike and the Mad Dog. And back then, every Friday, Mike and Chris had Joe Torre on, the manager for the Yanks. And I was nervous. I had my 6 or 7 questions ready to go. And Ian had asked Joe Torre a question. Torre answered the question. And in answering the question, Bernard, he even answered my next question. but because I was young, inexperienced, and didn't listen to what the person was saying back to me.
Which often happens.
Correct. Until you get good. I actually still asked him the question. And I swear to God, on FAN, Friday afternoon, millions of listeners, Joe Torre said, Sid, I know you're new at this, but you may want to listen to what I'm saying before you ask your next question.
And you need that.
And I swear to you that I became 10 times better that day. I think I was upset and I felt bad, but Joe Torre helped me out by exposing me, and that's what this kid, and to a certain extent, Guns, you got to listen when people talk to you. It's a conversation.
It's a micro lesson on tough love.
Right.
You have to learn from your mistakes. You have to actually, before you can be elevated, you have to sink low, I guess.
Yeah,
something like that. So Joe Torre, congrats to him for,
Merry Christmas,
for
Joe.
embarrassing my boy Sid. 1-800-848-9222. Bernie and Sid back after this.
Back here on Bernie and Sid, about to wrap up hour number 1. We'll start off hour number 2 with an esteemed guest, one of our best buddies, our dear friend, and the next mayor of New York City. Go to his website, Bo for Mayor. That's F-O-R, BoForMayor.com. Bo Dietl will join us. Judy Gold will join us. And then, of course, you've got all the callers as well who want to wish us Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. They love us.
Kwanzaa,
they
you name
love
it,
us.
baby. You name it.
I am upset, though, that Harambe didn't make the list. I just... Because remember how upset she was that day about the gorilla?
Yeah, she's like an animal rights person, and
I'm still sad.
Stop.
It's a big deal.
It's so sad.
Yeah, until I said, what if your son was in the cage with the damn animal, then what? And you're like, I still wouldn't shoot it.
Yeah, I'd probably shoot it with a laser.
Tase me, bro. Tase me. Don't shoot me. Don't kill
actually,
me.
if my kid was in there, he'd be so dead.
He
would
course.
be dead.
Come
Right,
on.
right.
It's a joke.
It's my baby.
It's become a joke around on campus or around the country. At the presidential debates and the rallies, you had people holding signs for Harambe.
Save Harambe.
It's become a huge joke. Although there were a certain element out there who actually believe that the kid should have been killed. Or
They should have shot the kid.
It's stupid.
They saved the gorilla.
Shot the kid, right.
Right.
Leave Harambe alone. That's what they thought.
You still have the top stories to go through.
Yeah, we do have all that. Top stories and some more people we lost in 2016. But it's Bo Dietl, Judy Gold, and your phone calls on the other side.
The Bernie and Sid Show.
Guaranteed to be enormously successful.
It's about truth, the damn truth, New York's truth, the truth behind the BS. For New York, nothing at all in between. This is Bernard McGurk.
So Bernie.
This is Sid Rosenberg.
The one and only Sid.
Live, local, on it.
You never know what's going to happen.
Exclusively.
Bernie and Sid.
77 WABC.
Put on your yarmulke. Here comes Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we have 8 crazy nights.
Yeah, it's the only song we've got, so.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler speaks for all of us.
It'll have to do.
Rod Carew, half a Jew. Who knew? Anyway, back with hour number 2, the last hour till 2017 of the Bernie and Sid Show here on 77 WABC. And congratulations, Bernard. You're going to see a great show coming up next Thursday night. Chaz Palminteri's A Bronx Tale.
It's supposed to be a surprise for my wife. By the way, speaking of which, she's trying to get me, my wife Carol, my beautiful wife Carol.
Yes, lovely lady.
Yes, indeed. She's trying to get me to watch Adam Sandler, The Wedding Singer.
Oh, that's funny.
I love that.
That's funny. Yeah, you like that.
Really?
It's cute. Yeah.
I hate Adam Sandler's comedies.
I like Sandler. You don't like him?
All right, but
anyway,
just coincidentally.
But Chaz Palminteri, just so you know, and this I know for a fact, I'm not just saying it because he's sitting next to me, is a huge fan. Always mentions him of our next guest, the next mayor of New York City.
Yes.
Bo Dietl. Chaz
Big
loves
Bo.
you.
I love Chaz. We were honored together in Philadelphia with all the police there. We were in a parade together. I love Chaz. He's New York. He's New York.
Is, yeah.
Yep.
You know, when you talk about New York and then you talk about this big bird mayor we have, I come up with a word now. This is my new word for him. I don't know if you guys know the word. It's called feckless.
Of course.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Feckless.
That's a great
I
word.
looked in the dictionary because my vocabulary is kind of, short. and all
Limited?
that.
No.
But the fact fact is, feckless is a great description of him. Means that he's a zerb. You know, a zerb, a non-entity, no personality. He's a garbage can. Then I saw him at the PAL lunch. He wouldn't look at me. And he talks about how much he supports the police officers and the cops. But yet this punk only gives 1% raise to the cops and the firemen. He cares so much about these cops. They're making $41,000 a year. That will change under Mayor Bo Dietl, because the cops and the firemen, the emergency service workers, they're our first line against this, the attack that's going to come to this city. And who has a better inroad to get federal funding than yours truly? Because I know Donald for 35 years, President Donald Trump, and I tell you the truth, we need federal funding as far as our security in the city goes against terrorism, as far as our housing goes, and our transportation. So Donald loves New York, but he hates de Blasio.
And this creep is going to keep the sanctuary city policy in place, which is going to cost the city money.
Here's where Mayor Bo goes with that.
Let me just say this before you move on from the cops. He has not yet apologized for his irresponsible rhetoric that was followed by the assassination of two NYPD's best.
Of course. He made
screw him. He
made the environment. And I tell you what, Mayor Bo feels this way about the sanctuary city. You get locked up for a felony and you're illegally in this country. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's what Trump says,
and I'm going to tell you something right now. Every New Yorker that can vote for me feels the same way, because a lot of the illegal aliens that are out there are taking their jobs, and these people can't work. I want to get jobs for people that are legally in this city and legally in this country. I'm not all about pulling families apart. I don't want to ship anybody out.
We want to get the criminals out.
Right. You got 1/3 of the penal institution in the United States of America are illegal. Get rid of them. Come on. I guarantee if we check out Rikers Island, we have probably the same kind of thing, about 1/3. Yep. Now, why are we supporting them? Get rid of them already.
Right, exactly.
We got to cut fat. We got to cut fat, Sid, and this is one of the areas. But listen to me. Who can work with the president better than me?
Nobody.
And I'm going to tell you something. He loves this city like I love this city.
Right.
And it will be just like so wonderful to get all this federal funding and all that.
I was thinking about you the other day. You know that over the years I became very friendly with Vinny Viola. He owns the Florida Panthers down in Florida. Him and Doug Seafood they actually saved my house. I mean, that's how personal I am with Vinny Viola.
I was with him Friday night when we got the call.
You know, 2 weeks ago, you were by the elevator, you were leaving. Yeah. And we were talking about something or other, and you're on your phone. I go, who are you talking to? You're like, I'm talking to Vinny Viola.
Let me tell you.
What a great guy.
One of the greatest Americans. I think he's worth $4 billion. Yeah. Self-made guy. One of the greatest Americans. Loves West Point. Loves the Army. The best pick for Secretary of Army there could be.
Right.
And I was with him Friday night. We were down at the Italian Gun Club downtown. We were celebrating. Then we were with Hannity and Bill Shine.
Okay.
We were having cocktails. But I got to tell you something, honestly. This is what America is about. Instead of some patronage job, this is a guy who's worth billions of dollars. The only reason why he wants to be Secretary of the Army is to help the soldiers and help the Army.
He loves it.
And look at this cabinet that Trump is putting together. These are guys that are going to make things happen. He doesn't put no political appointments.
Winners, killers, and winners.
And you know what? We got a new name. Remember we had Tammany Hall in New York? Tammany Hall.
Of course.
Now we're going to call it de Blasio Hall or Big Bird Hall.
It's like that.
If you check out $30 million this creep is using city monies, I'm outraged. I have not met a person on the street. I walk around the streets, everybody's yelling, Bo, run for Maine, take out Big Bird. Nobody likes this guy. The only guy that likes him is the union heads that are getting patronage jobs from him. Pay to play people love him. But anybody else. But you know what? The voters of New York City, my black, my Hispanic, my Muslim, my Asian. I want all the people to come out and vote for Bo Dietl, the mayor of all the people in New York.
Rainbow.
Hey, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy Hanukkah.
But let me ask you, before you do that, when does this thing start to ratchet up? When do you like debates and all that stuff? When do we?
Oh, well, let me tell you, I was just on New York One with Earl. Great man.
Yes.
New York One. Wonderful.
Errol Lewis.
Errol Lewis had me on there for about 15 minutes.
Very smart guy.
His dad worked in my neighboring precinct when I was a Brooklyn as a homicide. His father was a guy.
Yeah.
And he made me feel so comfortable. When I first went there, I says, this guy's going to go after me. He was wonderful, Errol Lewis. He listened, and he was a wonderful interview, and I look forward to going back with him because he gets everything out of me, what we're going to do for the city, how we're going to do it. We're not just going to make promises. We're going to get it a map to show how we're going to get it done. And how about, again, MTA subsidies for people traveling on the subway who can't afford to pay for their train subsidies.
Beautiful.
Who are working now. Working people.
Yeah.
Also with the housing, with all the construction people I know, we're going to do good. New York City is going to be like America. We're going to go in the right place.
Make New York City great again. Bo Dietl will.
Yeah, I love you guys and the best of your families. God bless you. Congratulations. A great show. I'm glad they gave you the extra third hour because you know what? You deserve it. You're a wonderful show. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The next man of New York.
Merry Christmas.
Bo Dietl, love you, pal.
The great Bo Dietl. BoFromMayor.com.
It's going to be a huge story in 2017.
I would agree.
But let me just mention also, we were talking about the top stories in 2017.
Yeah.
One of the top stories is 2016. Excuse me. Mr. Imus celebrated his 45th year on New York radio. He's
not listening
just a few weeks ago.
It's okay.
It means it's a huge deal.
No,
a huge deal.
You have to say,
and from that we were
spawned.
We were spawned.
Right. You have to say, in all seriousness, whether he's listening or not, in all seriousness, he's as big as it gets in the history of this medium. He really is. So it's kind of a cool thing.
That is. Come on, a pioneer. You talk about a pioneer
I know.
And a genius.
We're on his show every morning.
Congratulations to Mr. Imus. 45 years in radio in New York City and around the country.
Yeah.
And many, many years on TV as well. And joining us in studio right now, Sydney, is a very funny lady. Her name is, she's a comedian. She's going to be.
I am?
Yes. Her name is Judy Gold.
Yes. Judy.
Hey!
Jewdy, though.
That's on Twitter.
Right. That's not that. That's
and
not
only
the real
Jews
thing.
find that annoying.
I think it's funny, and I'm Jewish.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not allowed to think it's funny.
You can.
I'm offended by it.
Yeah.
I have to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Judy Gold is with us. She's got the show at Caroline's. Merry Hanukkah tonight through Saturday night.
No.
Thursday
through Saturday.
Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday,
You idiot. Wake up. Yeah, tomorrow night through Saturday night.
She's there with Gilbert actually on Friday and Saturday.
Well, Gilbert's on before me.
Right. Well, you're
He's
the biggest
opening
star.
for me. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
No, he has the 7:30 show. I have the 10 o'clock show.
Yes.
Don't plug his show.
I'm going to be there Friday night, so I'll stay for both of you.
All right, you better. Because there'll be plenty of seats at my show. I mean, who puts Gilbert on before me for the early show?
Yeah, that's
and
tough.
who's ever left will come to your show, Judy.
That seems like a poor setup. But you also have a podcast called the Kill Me Now podcast.
Kill Me Now, yeah.
What are you suicidal?
No, but I get I say "kill me now" about 100 times a day.
You're pissed off at
I'm always
everything.
pissed off.
See,
yeah.
you literally walked in the studio 5 seconds ago. Me and Bernard have never met you before.
Yeah.
I could see why you're a comedian because I can tell you got a great sense of humor. But I sense, and I'm no gypsy or anything, but I sense a lot of angst. I sense a lot of years of turmoil and doubt, self-esteem issues.
Please.
Right?
All
that stuff.
You're in the wrong profession, Sydney. I'm telling you. I pay what? $250. I'll talk to you instead.
I can tell right off the bat.
Yeah, thank you.
You're a good soul, but you've had a lot of issues.
You're a lesbian with two kids in New York City.
Right.
And
how'd that happen?
How'd that happen? The kids or the lesbian part?
Yeah, both actually.
Well, I met you guys, first? And then I became a lesbian.
See what you did there?
And then,
and conversely,
and then
I'm about
both of you each. I tried both of you.
I'm about to become a homosexual.
That's right.
Really?
This afternoon.
You are.
You know why?
Why?
Oh, you figure it out. So anyway, Judy Gold, listen, you're here, and you have the show at Caroline's.
Yes.
You're an extremely funny woman.
Thank you.
And so let's talk about some of the issues here.
Oh God. Talk about angst.
But do you want to go through this? You want to quickly bring her back? Because Craig Schwab is upset.
We should.
Who's upset?
Our PD.
Our boss. Craig Schwab.
We don't break on time. We have a habit of, because we have interesting people like you.
Right.
And we'd rather talk to you, but there's like commercials and how do we make money? That type of thing. So
right.
We don't want.
I don't want to piss off Craig Schwab.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't.
However, something tells me you can kick his ass.
Oh, definitely.
So, Judy Gold back with Bernie and Sid right after this.
Back live on the Bernie and Sid Show, about 35 more minutes until we go on vacation until January 3rd, 2017. Bernie and Sid with you. Had Bo Dietl live in studio earlier. We will take your phone calls at the end of the program if you want to tell us your top story or wish us well. 1-800-848-WABC. But we're joined right now by very, very funny comedian. She'll be at Caroline's coming up on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Is that right?
Right.
Tomorrow night through Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're very funny. Judy Gold is live in studio.
You can go to judygold.com for tickets or carolines.com to check it out. Yes. Okay. So Judy is she's hilarious.
Yeah,
you guys had
funny.
a great conversation.
We did.
You were talking about you were extolling the virtues of your beautiful wife.
Yeah, she is hot.
Thank you.
And,
Very hot.
Yeah.
And you told Judy that she would she wouldn't stop on that.
Right, she wouldn't stop.
And she said that your wife would leave you for her. Because,
That's right.
Well, why
happened
am
before.
I telling the story?
And that's why I'm not going to stay later after the Gilbert Gottfried
You
show.
just said you were.
I don't want to run the risk of you and her.
Right.
That's it.
I'm telling you.
That did. You know what happened too?
It's happened
Lou
before.
Diamond Phillips.
Yes.
His wife went lesbo, went to Melissa Etheridge.
Right.
See that?
She didn't go lesbo.
She went lesbo.
She had lesbo in her, and Melissa.
Yeah, but here's the thing: there are some.
Melissa ignited the lesbo.
See, I know
really
women like Jenna Wolfe, for example. She's on the Today Show.
Yes,
she's a New York
yes.
City girl. She liked penis most of her life.
But
and then at 33, she decided I like something else.
That's not how it works. You fall in love with a person, and you.
I was born that way. Whatever
right,
happened to
you
that?
are born that way.
Well, I'm confused.
Here's the confusion: is that our society is not. It's not easy to be gay. It really isn't.
Right, that's
and
true.
so many people, gay people, try not to be gay, and they live their lives not as gays, and they can't take it anymore.
Does it mostly apply to women that they can go back
it
and
happens
forth?
to
Guys
men too.
go back and forth?
Oh my God! They don't go back and forth. They finally live their life as they should. Do you know how many straight guys go and get? I don't know what I can say on this program.
Yeah,
but
say whatever you want, except the F-bomb or the S-bomb.
So they go.
Or the C-bomb.
They get service.
You can say
by men all the time.
BJ's is fine.
You know,
BJ's.
there's a lot of stories, all kidding aside, you'll see a guy, he's married for 25 years, he's got 2 beautiful children, goes to work every day, seemingly, and all of a sudden he leaves his wife, like that governor of New Jersey, for a guy.
He was always gay.
I understand that, but you're right, they're afraid to they have to live this lie.
He wasn't going to have his career if he was a gay person.
Jim McSkeevy, but how does he get aroused for his wife, for example?
I don't know. I guess he fantasizes about guys or looks at gay porno.
Right. Okay.
Not you two.
Right. Now we have Judy Gold. She's in studio with us.
Oh, that's funny.
And she's very, very funny. You played. You were in this Broadway show. Actually, it was an off-Broadway show.
Yeah.
Clinton the musical.
Yes, it was fun.
And you played Eleanor Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt and Linda Tripp, the 2 most attractive women ever in politics.
That is.
It was so fun.
Were you offended when you were offered the role?
No, not at all. I was offered the Eleanor Roosevelt role, and I love Eleanor Roosevelt.
And she was a lesbian too. It turns out.
Right. Yes. Yeah. She also. And at that time, you could not be a lesbian.
No, back then, no.
And so while we were, rehearsing, I said, you can't tell this story without Linda Tripp. They have Monica, they have Hillary, they have Newt, they have all. Right. It's like the whole story is about Linda Tripp dissing Monica.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
I got to play her, and that was so fun.
Cool.
It was really fun because she was such a big.
Any truth to the speculation that FDR faked having polio to get out of sleeping with Eleanor?
I wouldn't put it past him. But that's a drastic measure to go.
I would think to sit in a wheelchair all those years.
I know. Like, I would rather walk around and think of something else, or scurvy or something.
But Judy, now also we were talking about Mayor De Blasio. His wife. De Blasio, the sellout.
She was a lesbo.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. She thought she was a lesbo, and then he came along, all 6'9" of him, and his large penis, and boom!
Yeah, but that again, that spits in the face of your philosophy.
No, she was probably thought she was a les, and then she fell in love with it. She was probably bisexual, I would assume.
Right.
Take me back to the day, Judy Gold, the great Judy Gold, where your parents. Your mother and or your father were forced to reckon with. You told them, they found out, whatever.
Well, my father died when I was 27, so we never really talked. He did ask me, and I was sleeping.
Right.
So I didn't feel like that. He calls me at 9 in the morning. I'm a comic, so I was like, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Then my mother, my mother used to come over to our apartment and be like, with my ex's name is Sharon, so she used to, but she wants me to to call her Wendy when I talk about her.
Okay, sure.
So
Right.
we'll
So we'll call her
Schwendy.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Schwendy.
so Schwendy. Schwendy, we'd come over to visit, like for the weekend or something.
Sure. Right.
And we had 2 bedrooms. One bedroom had a day bed in it, and all the laundry on top of the day bed. And then the other bedroom had like a queen-size bed with 2 alarm clocks, one on each side of the bed. And my mother used to come and put her stuff on the queen-size bed and say, I don't want to kick Schwendy out of her room. I'm like, you're not kicking, duh!
Right.
So, I mean, she used to sleep over. She was not, No,
she was cool.
Yeah, she was
But
fine.
when she slept over, would you guys have sex in another room?
Yeah, the 3 of us.
No, 3 of you.
Oh, yeah. It was the 3 of us.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I thought that was appropriate. But,
so Judy Gold actually
we
worked.
didn't have sex in the other room.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
Yeah, because
that's
that
nasty,
makes me
yeah.
so hot. Schwendy, my mother's in the other room. Let's do it. I mean, what is that?
Well, it is kind of.
How old are you?
I would do it in the other room if your mother was there.
I know you would. I know.
There's something dangerous.
You'd go from room to room.
There's something dangerous about it. It's alluring in that sense.
Yes,
But now
there
listen,
is.
you wrote for the Rosie O'Donnell. You worked with and wrote for Rosie O'Donnell. Now, she used to be funny. What happened to Rosie O'Donnell? By the way, did you sleep with Rosie?
No, I did not sleep with Rose. She's not my type. Not attracted.
Right.
Not attracted.
She's not attractive?
No, I'm not attracted to her.
Oh, right.
So she's not my type.
So what happened to Rose?
I used to love her on
you
The View
think?
the first
All right,
time.
She used to be the queen of nice, and now she's pissed off all the time.
I know. Well, that's what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not saying anything bad about Rosie.
You won't do it.
No.
She employed me. She's been great to me. People.
Shane.
She's gone through a lot of mishigas.
She has.
Does anyone need me to explain what that word means?
You're in New York.
Mishigas.
No, if you're in Wisconsin,
I
maybe.
know.
That's good. That's very good imitation.
Thank you
Rosie.
very much. Sydney, would you come to my room? I'm staying at my daughter's place. I'd like you to service me. Yeah, she, I don't know, life happened.
Okay.
I guess,
All right.
I think it's, don't you notice that a lot of comics, like when they're starting out and when they're really hungry, they're so funny.
Yes.
And then they don't live in the same universe as everyone else.
Well, listen, it's not only that, but Lewis Black wrote a book about this. Not you, because you happen to be, you're adorable. But for the most part, you people, comics, despite making people laugh, are the most miserable. I mean, you sit there, you want like Artie Lang, you'll stab yourself 1,000 times.
Right.
It's true.
It's like you could have the entire audience laughing, and then there's one guy in the front row
and
with
that
a puss on
forever.
his face,
Haunts
and
you
that's
forever.
all you think about
That's right.
all night.
Well, listen, it's a tough life, and if you don't make it in a sitcom a la Jerry Seinfeld, you're pretty much bitter the entire
Well,
rest of your life.
I love doing theater, and I do a lot of guest spots on TV. What I would love, that would be the dream job, that or The View or something like that, where you get up, you go and you have an income, and the stand-up is the gift.
Extra, right. Like Jay Leno. Jay Leno does.
And you go out and the audience comes to you, but it's like when you go in these pockets of, I don't have any work,
It's brutal.
It's horrible.
Yes. Hey, listen, Judy Gold, though, you're a very funny comedian, very funny individual.
Thank
a very
you.
funny lesbian, can I say that?
Well, yeah, because you're obsessed with it, so it's fine.
She's got the...
I guess you'll be using me later after you take your Viagra for your...
She's going to be at Caroline's for her Merry Hanukkah show tomorrow night through Saturday night. Go to judygold.com to check out her podcast, or go to carolines.com for tickets. She really is funny and a very nice lady. Judy Gold, thanks for appearing.
Oh, my God. Thanks for having me.
Merry
I love you
Hanukkah.
guys. Happy holidays.
Back on Bernie and Sid after this.
From the NJDiet.com studios, 77 WE.
Hi, I'm Navy Petty Officer First Class Edwin Lopez from Yonkers, New York, and I'm currently serving at Navy Recruiting District, New York. I want to wish my mom, dad, brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews, and my son Jeremiah and my daughter Jaya, and my family and everyone in my hometown of Yonkers, New York, happy holidays and a happy New Year's. I hope to see you all soon. Go Navy!
Yeah, that was nice.
was nice.
Seaman Lopez from Yonkers.
Don't make it 30.
I'm not making it 30.
You said Seaman.
Please. We're talking about an American hero.
Oh,
right
my
there.
bad. Yeah.
Spelled differently.
Go Navy! Donald Trump
Speaking
hated
of
the Army-Navy game, by the way.
Did you see that video that utter mutt at the football game?
I think the San Diego Chargers, he was pleasuring himself watching a cheerleader in the end zone.
In broad daylight. Yeah. With the sun shining and with cameras rolling.
It's a lot of guts.
That's what they do on the subway, by the way.
Oh, I know. I take it every day.
It was a holding penalty.
It was good.
Holding penalty.
That's kind of. There you go. That's the line right there. It was a holding penalty.
Perfect.
He was, but this is the kind of guy who needs to be chemically castrated.
This is the type of guy that Bill de Blasio loves.
Bill Clinton loves.
Clinton loves him
Bill
too.
de Blasio, Anthony Weiner, Bill de Blasio, all the perms.
All the people that filled in for us over the last year.
So true.
You know, except for he was communicating with an underage girl. And that he had this kid next to him in bed.
Other than that,
I mean, yes,
we loved Anthony Weiner.
Other than that, he would have been fine.
He was great.
He was nice.
But those, I mean, did he know he was an underage girl?
I don't think so.
Let's hope not.
We don't know. At this point, we don't know.
She claims he did, but I don't.
Either way, we're not friends.
It's inconceivable. That's it.
We're not friends anymore.
All right,
that's
fine.
over. Yeah.
So 2016 is here. It's gone.
So maybe one of our resolutions for next year is let's get somebody in here to fill in who isn't having sex with a minor and or thinking about having sex with a minor.
Sounds good.
Start with that one. Let's do that. Look, that leaves, I guess that leaves Woody Allen out, right? I mean, but then again, he's rehabilitated.
Who has?
Woody.
How?
I don't know. People, he goes to Knick games. People love him.
Oh, but
he's making movies. People work with him.
Oh, I know. But he hasn't been rehabilitated.
Well,
he did what he did.
In the minds of some people. He hasn't been ostracized, I can tell you that.
And his movies aren't even good anymore. He hasn't made a good movie since Annie Hall. Or Bananas or one of those. Or I mean, can you name his last 10 movies?
No.
No. I know right now, though, our good buddies Steve Sharippa and Tony Sirico made his last movie. So maybe that'll be a good one.
I tell you what, Steve Sharippa turned me on big time to Blue Bloods.
I know you love that show.
I swear to God, I'm watching all the old ones now, the ones that preceded his.
It's a very good show.
But you don't know. You just say you don't watch.
First of all, not true. Danielle loves it. And,
really?
And Donnie Wahlberg, we love Donnie.
I know that.
Selleck is up there in age, but the truth is, it's a very, very good show. And Donnie's great.
Name one character on the show.
Donnie Wahlberg.
What's his name?
Donnie.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like I said, Danielle's a bigger fan than me.
What's the name of the family?
I have no idea.
Okay, but it is. I'm just saying.
No,
it's fantastic.
I lay in bed and watch TV with her. I'm trying to grab her ass and do other stuff. I'm not watching the damn show. What are you nuts?
It's a great show. Hey, Jerry from New York City. Jerry, you're on with Bernie and Sid on WABC. Good morning, Jerry.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. It's the Colonel. How are you?
Colonel.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, my friend, Jerry the Colonel. I won't say your last name this time, but
that's too late.
Semper Fi, Jerry.
Semper Fi. With all these Navy guys, how about a little shout out to the Marine Corps?
Why not, right? Exactly.
Hoorah.
You still have that inter-service rivalry. In fact, the Marines call the Navy guys, what do you call them, squids?
No, I'm not going to do that now. We love and honor the Navy. They take us everywhere.
But it's like the firemen in the police department. You have
yes,
this.
it is. Yes, it is.
All right, but anyway, not today.
Not today. Especially since kids was from Yonkers.
That's right, Yonkers. Jerry's from Yonkers. I lived in Yonkers for a while. And Seaman Lopez was from Yonkers as well. Right, Jerry.
No, we can do no wrong. So Sid.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to say Happy Hanukkah.
Ah, thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
And Merry Christmas to Bernie. And Happy Festivus on Friday.
Thank you.
Yes, Festivus for the rest of us.
We've got that. And hey, Bernie, real quick, I want to do a little shout out to my dad. Pops is in St. John's in Yonkers. He had a little surgery last night.
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
good luck to him.
All good.
Good. That is a real
fireman.
Yonkers fireman, Jerry's father. Yonkers fireman, a real old school tough guy.
Awesome.
But some of the big stories of the year and of course Trump's victory. Donald Trump was the story of the year.
I would say so.
Let's not kid ourselves. That's Hillary's downfall and his ascendancy.
That's it. That's the story.
I mean, her coronation that was supposed to be was not to be.
No.
And of course, the subsequent bitterness on the part of the people who supported her. Right, Jerry?
Well, yeah, that was the story we were going for, right? Isn't that when we last
That's it.
spoke?
That's the whole damn story.
It worked out. So there was a couple of good things. I was really appreciated that I didn't have to come out of I do a Casey Kasem coming out of the death thing that you did last hour.
Right.
That was. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
That's a good
I'm
point.
Like, how do I come out of the death dedication?
Not easy.
Damn it! I want something up tempo. That's the famous
Trump winning. That's up tempo. That's
the dog's dying. I'm like, Jesus. But you missed Abe Vigoda.
Oh, he did die. Fish. You're right. Clemenza. Not Clemenza. He was right.
And Harris. Two guys from bad year for Barney Miller.
Not only that, also we missed a few people, by the way. Patty Duke. We missed
Patty Duke. Yeah.
George Kennedy.
Oh, he was great in Airplane. Or Airport.
In Airplane and also
Airport, not Airplane. Airport.
Big Lebowski. He lost David Huddleston.
Oh wow.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. What was the movie with Paul Newman in jail?
Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke. George Kennedy was in Cool Hand Luke.
Yes, he was.
He passed away. He was an old army guy. What we have here is a failure to communicate. So we missed him.
Well, it would have been 5 minutes long.
What do you mean I didn't write this list?
You want me to invite everybody? It would have been 5-6 minutes long.
Just George Kennedy's famous. He was John Kennedy's brother.
Never heard of him.
Joe Garagiola.
Joe Garagiola. Yeah, George Kennedy Airport. He was in Airport.
Yes, Airport. Yes, that's right.
Never heard of it.
Taking planes out of the snow.
Doris Roberts. She was Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh yes.
Right.
What's wrong with you, Flirty?
I don't know.
Terrible job.
Terrible job.
I'm crying.
Anyway, well, I just wanted to say to you,
Thank
boys
you, Jerry.
and Flipper, hey, and you know what? Every day is Christmas at 10 o'clock anymore.
9 o'clock now.
Thank you. 9 o'clock starting January. Thank you very much.
And I got a request for next year.
Okay.
What's that, Colonel?
Request, all right? I know we had 45 years of Imus, right? I know that doesn't count a couple of years in Cleveland, little exile. We're not going to count that.
No. Thanks for bringing it up, but go ahead.
Try to find McCord. We got to get Charles on.
You know what's funny about that? He won't come on. But
I know he won't.
Yeah, he's somewhere in Arkansas. But I actually did speak to his son, Les McCord, about 3 weeks ago, who lives down in Fort Lauderdale. And Charles did, in fact, send his best to the whole Imus crew, but he won't be on anytime soon.
Nice to know that he's still out there.
He's still out there.
Happy holidays, boys.
You too, Jerry.
Thank
God bless
you, Jerry. Yes.
Take care.
Semper Fi. Thank you, Jerry. God bless and good luck with your dad. And speaking of the Trump victory, it all started, but believe it or not, with what's in the news today with that moron Angela Merkel letting in all the refugees, which led to Brexit, which led to Trump's election. You can connect the dots somewhat. But we don't want to bring everybody down.
No,
with that
come on.
I mean,
keep it festive.
Fidel Castro's dead. Come on,
that's good news.
Let's play some, let's do some merengue dancing.
There you
whatever
go.
The hell
like
Barack
Obama did when our kids were dying in an airport in Brussels.
You know what he did after he found out about the Turkish shooting and the Berlin tragedy, the terror attack?
Play golf?
He went to play golf.
Of course he did.
I swear to God.
But he will tell you that's how he gets over these horrible events. That's his therapy.
I mean, you would think that just the optic, just say, oh, you know what? You know what? Today I'm going to put the golf clubs away. I'll stay in the villa and monitor the news. Okay, Sasha?
He's so distraught over these
events. You girls
events.
go out and have fun.
He's so distraught. That's what he goes and plays golf.
He went and played golf.
I know.
I mean, his legacy is just in shambles.
I agree.
Shambles.
Here's a Mark in Brooklyn. Good morning, Mark. You're on with Bernie and Sid. How are you?
Hey, thank you so much for taking the call.
Sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to first of all wish you guys happy holidays and a happy Hanukkah. Wanted to point out something which not everyone knows, but the reason on Hanukkah there's the lights that we light every single night, and every night you add another light till you finish all the whole candelabra. And the point of that is that many people don't know is that the lesson to learn for everyone is that we want to add light in the world every single day, always continuously adding light in the world. So that's a special message of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, and keep on spreading the light.
Thank you. We do. We spread the light. That's what we do. But we spread the light.
That's what we do, man.
Definitely.
Thank you, Mark.
Happy
Thank you.
Hanukkah and Christmas to you as well, Mark. Bobby from Pennsylvania. Bobby, you're on with Bernie and Sid.
First, I just want to say, Mark, sorry rabbinical school didn't work out. Sorry yeshiva kicked you out. Anyway, but you guys are bringing it right to the very end. Judy Gould's talking about lesbos, and you're going, yeah, and then, de Blasio's wife was a lesbian. And he goes, yeah, he came in with a big 6'7" and his big penis, and Sid says, but doesn't that spit in the face?
Isn't that brilliant?
Right. Absolutely.
Nobody caught it. It did that thing. I wanted a bumper. I wanted to be a bumper.
That's funny.
You want to be a fluffer.
A bumper.
A bumper.
A bumper.
For the show.
I see.
Funny. Yes.
Very good, Bobby.
That was a good catch. Good catch, Bobby. I'm glad somebody caught it. Thank you.
Hey, listen, we have to get out of here, Sid.
That's it?
Bobby was our last call of the year. And we're going to Flirty wants us to leave you with the song "Believe" from the
before
poet.
she does that, let me just extend my Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and I'm very grateful. We had some good back and forths this year, you and I, but me and the audience as well, predominantly a big Trump audience here. But I'm very grateful to everybody who listens every single day, and we're really excited about our second year together coming up next month. And I want to wish you all just a happy and a healthy holiday season. And from my family to yours, God bless all of you. And Flipper and Crash and you, Bernie, of course, I love you.
Love you
like
too,
like
so
a relative.
much.
I do. I love you to death. So
Love
all the
you
best.
guys.
Love you guys.
Absolutely. Love you too, Sid. And
We'll be back at 9 a.m. January 3rd.
9 a.m. 3-hour show, January 3rd. Rest in peace, Abe Vigoda.
Not so long ago.
And that'll do it.
But one by one we all had to grow up. When it seems the magic slipped away, we find it all again on Christmas Day.
They're gonna kill the love of my life if I don't go back to what I was doing.
On February 24th.
Our line of work is quite brutal and quite ruthless.
How far would you go for love?
You steal truck, bring it to me, then you make your money.
Is it dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous!
Nicholas Hoult, Felicity Jones, with Ben Kingsley and Anthony Hopkins.
All this trouble, all this pain, for love.
Collide. In theaters February 24th. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.